Are you tired of losing every matches? Are you getting frustrated at those toxic and feeding players in your every game? Or do you think that your skills can not go up and cannot improve? Well, no need to worry because I am here to give you tips on winning at every matches, also including at ranked games. Hello gamers, how is everyone doing? And welcome back to my new video about how to get good on Wild Rift. In this open beta, players who can now finally install the game are so excited to play it, but once they play for how many games, it feels like it's no different as other Moba games because of its toxicity, feeding, lags, and the unfixed rank system. Don't think that the game will be like this forever. This is just still the open beta, so don't you feel bad about the game. Enough with the intro, let us now start with tip number 1. It is the main thing to do and it's focusing on the objectives. The game's not about how many kills you got or how many times you have died. It's all about pushing the enemy turrets, slaying the dragons or Nashor for their useful buff, and mostly destroying the Nexus tower. Always remind your team to slay the dragon or the Baron Nashor when available because sometimes your team will just be farming more and wait for the next clash to happen. Instead of them waiting for it, try asking your team to deal with the dragon or the Nashor together for its useful buffs. Tip number 2. Map awareness. Some players get easily ganked, including you, because you have been focusing on your character or the enemy for too long. Checking the map is useful as it will give information about your team, the enemy, and also the respawnation time of the dragon and the Baron Nashor. Wards is also a big help in the game as it can give you information on the enemy team and to locate where the enemies are next heading to. Always keep your eye on the map because information is key to winning. Tip number 3. Communication. Well, I'm not talking about trash talking to your teammates if they play so bad. I'm talking about giving information to your allies like, my skills are on cooldown, I need to buy items, be right back, or telling them that you will be split pushing, and etc. You can also use the 3 signals for a more faster respawn. Tip number 4. You have seen a lot of players do this, and it's roaming more. Even though you are not a jungler, you should also gank at other lanes for a better chance to kill the enemy or being a backup just in case your team won't die on a 1v1 or a fight on the dragon lane. Not all the players you have on your team are very good, so try helping them. Tip number 5. This may be optional, but I suggest you to join with friends or find a good reliable team. This is sometimes the easiest way to climb in rank because playing with friends that are good will just make things easier. Having a team of pros is just another GG easy in the game. Well, if you don't have any friends to play with, try finding a good player in your every match and ask him or her to join on your journey in climbing rank. Tip number 6. Learn all champions. Learning all the champions is also useful information as you will know what their strength is, their weaknesses, and also their abilities. Well, I don't mean to make you spend a lot of hours playing every champion in the game. You can just read their abilities or at least try them in custom mode and see what their skills do. So the next time you'll fight against them, you will know how to beat them. Number 7. Use champions that you are very good at. There are champions that suit you really well, so try and pick a few ones you like and master them because using the champions that you are good will give you a higher chance of winning. So try them all and maybe you will get a liking to a champion that you have never still yet used. Number 8. counter pick and counter build. This is also a bit helpful at every game. Using a champion or an item that goes well on the enemy will make things easier, like using Mortal Reminder for champions that uses too much heal or lifesteal, or using Thornmail and Randuin's Omen for highly fed ADC or also called as Marksman. There are a lot of items to use in the game to counter every champ and also gives the perfect stats to your champion, so don't always use the default build. Try searching what is the best build, including also the runes. Also a good tip, use champions you think that they are dangerous at your enemy. Here is an example of my video on an easy win at rank. As you can see, the enemy's picks, they are much on damage but are very low on defense, and mostly they have no crowd control. So what I picked is Master Yi. And having almost all the items, I can easily beat them and getting a simple pentakill. If only they have a tank that can take all the damage, or a support that has a crowd control skill, I would have died easily the moment I rushed to them. Number 9. If you had a lose streak and you are getting pissed off, it's a highly recommend to take a break and relax for a while. I don't know if you also feel like me that every time I got a 2 or 3 lose is that I will lose my focus on the next game, which will just lead me to another defeat. So if I were you, take a break, and once you have that energy or whatsoever with you, play again, and I am sure you will be more focused on the game. Lastly, the last tip I can give you, and it's having fun. Playing while having fun is much better than playing while you are not in the mood. Because if you are having fun in the game, it makes the game more enjoyable, and sometimes you might win rather than your serious and focused self. So I guess that's all for the tips I had, folks. If you have enjoyed the video and learned something, please leave a like, comment, and also hit the subscribe button for me to post more of these guides and also gameplays on Wild Rift. Thanks for watching and have a happy gaming on Wild Rift.
Sunny!